This 1 Degree Outside video is brought to you by Attitash Mountain Village. Book your stay directly through the link on our homepage, onedegreeoutside.com.
Time to break down your weekend forecast. I'm meteorologist Danielle Noyes. This is your Insights video. We'll be timing out Saturday rain that sweeps through tomorrow from west to east. It will be a little bit of mountain snow in far northern New England. Snow arrives Sunday afternoon. That's the next disturbance with that little wave of low pressure we've been talking about all week. A rain snow line is likely to be involved. We'll talk about where that placement may be as it pertains to the track and intensity of the storm. Arctic outbreak comes in behind this system and will last through the middle part of the week. Coldest we've had so far this winter season, some sub-zero temperatures, likely during the overnight periods, even some single digits and teens during the daytime in terms of highs. That's without the wind factored in. All right, what's going on today? Well, we've got a cold front slicing through portions of the Midwest and the Great Lakes. This is our system for tomorrow. It grabs some warmth out ahead of it. So yes, it will be a relatively milder system. It will spark a few thunderstorms today too, all the way from places like Arkansas, stretching back down into the western tip of the Florida panhandle. They should be isolated, but there may be one or two that do develop into severe storms that taps the Gulf of Mexico for some of that moisture during the day today. That front slides east tomorrow, brings some areas of moisture up off the Atlantic too. So some showers are likely to develop ahead of the main line of steadier rain. It sweeps through from west to east. It's offshore, but then stalls out the front. And that's when that next little wave of low pressure developing off the Carolina and the mid-Atlantic coastline comes up and tracks likely somewhere close to or just southeast of Cape Cod. Obviously, the exact track of the storm is still to be determined. Behind it, colder air sweeps in across much of the country, and that's the Arctic outbreak, as the snow will be pushing away from the northeast during the day on Monday. In fact, the coldest air today into tomorrow is across the northern plains, sub-zero temperatures. Notice how that expands south and east during the day on Sunday. And then behind that system comes into New England too. And much of the country, in fact, is going to be well below average with this cold air outbreak. So let's zoom in and time things out. Today's quiet. Tonight's quiet. The clouds will gradually increase. Our Saturday starts off fairly quiet too. There'll be a couple of rain showers possible. Notice a little bit of green showing up right around lunchtime or just before that. I can't rule out a rogue shower that comes in ahead of that. Now, tomorrow during the afternoon hours, we watch these bands of steadier rain sweep through from west to east. So I'd say mid to late afternoon, lingers through the evening. Notice well with elevation and in northern New England, we get a period of snow. Tomorrow evening, it generally wraps up and pushes offshore right around or before midnight in eastern New England. May linger a little bit longer on Cape Cod. Notice by Sunday morning, some lingering snow showers in the North Country. Pockets of rain from central Maine back down to down east Maine will depart during the morning hours for most of us. Then we get a little lull or break in the action briefly around midday or late morning to midday. The clouds will increase again, and notice the snow knocking on our doorstep. So if there's one change that we've been talking about the last couple of days, it's a little bit of a quicker timeline in terms of when the snow may arrive. Looks like an early to mid-afternoon, expanding north and east so that by the time we get to Sunday evening, snowing in a lot of spots. Notice the green mixing in here across southeastern New England, perhaps even hugging the coastline of eastern Massachusetts. All of this in terms of the rain snow line depends on the exact track of the storm. Here's what happens though during the evening. As that colder air is coming in, we're going to shift the wind around, drop the temperature so that rain snow line will collapse back south and east as the storm center makes its pass close to Cape Cod. And then we all flip over to snow, even where we had that rain snow mix out of here a little bit earlier than anticipated too, in terms of Monday, probably right around dawn, maybe a lingering snow shower after that. So the height of this system for most of us will be Sunday during the late afternoon through the evening and the overnight on Sunday, ending early on Monday. Other than that, it's all about the cold. We may have some ocean effect snow showers to worry about on Cape Cod. Now, I want to show you the temperatures at about 6,000 feet up in the atmosphere, okay? Because this does tell a story. So the red line you see here is the freezing line, 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 Celsius, okay? So during the day tomorrow, yeah, there's that little bit of mild air that comes in with the areas of rain. Look at this cold that's bottled up off to our north and west. So during the day on Sunday, notice how that 850 millibar, so 6,000 feet up in the atmosphere, is coming over southeastern Massachusetts. So there may be a little bit of mid-level warming, allowing for that rain snow line to come very close to, let's say, the city of Boston, depending on exact track. Then watch what happens. That collapses south and east as the cold air comes in by Sunday overnight. I mean, it's well offshore. The cold air streams in, and it's with us for several days after that. So this is an early map, right? I know we're still a couple days out from the storm, but I want to give you kind of an early estimate of what to anticipate. The key here is the exact track is to be determined. If the track is a little farther or right over Cape Cod, this may mean a little more mild air, relatively speaking, comes into play. So at the coastline of, let's say, Cape Ann, Logan Airport, back down into southeastern Massachusetts, would have that rain and then change over to snow on the backside. So a plowable snow is likely for much of the region. The greatest chance, and there is a chance that we see over a half a foot, will be these areas shaded in pink here from interior portions of Connecticut, northwest Connecticut from the Litchfield Hills, and then a big swath stretching into central Maine. But a plowable snow event is likely for a lot of spots. There's a chance of plowable snow even where we get that rain snow line because it snaps back the cold air and we change back over to snow on the tail end of the storm. Mainly rain for the Cape, though we may end as a little bit of snow. And then the cold air comes in. So the big concern after that is, of course, the fact that everything's going to freeze solid with that blast of Arctic air coming in. Now we're really going to geek out. We're going to schedule a live stream for our Patreon subscribers here, patreon.com/1degreeoutside. That'll be later on today so we can kind of take a look at the latest guidance in our thinking. If you want to join, just head on over to patreon.com/1degreeoutside. Check out all of our membership tiers. We're going to kind of get into the nitty gritty of the storm this weekend as things evolve. Now, temperature wise, we're into the 40s tomorrow, 30s to the north. That's that milder air, pockets of rain, snow, by the way, in the mountains, maybe piles up an inch or two, maybe a little bit more on the summits of far northern New England. Saturday night, 20s to lower 30s. A few upslope snow showers continue. Sunday, high temperatures will be in the 20s. So the colder air is already starting to come into northern New England. We will start the day fairly mild, be up around 40, and then the snow arrives. That's why we're, after a mild start, we have to wait on that cold air to come in. And it does come in Sunday night and Monday. Monday's high temperatures only in the teens and 20s with a gusty wind on top of that. Predicted wind chill on Monday, sub-zero in northern New England, single digits in teens. But look at this, by Monday night, actual low temperatures drop, sub-zero in northern New England, single digits in southern New England. Tuesday's high temperatures will only be in the teens. That will probably be the case again on Wednesday too. So the predicted wind chill on Tuesday is only in the single digits and sub-zero for much of the region. Tuesday night, low temperatures maybe go sub-zero. That's the temperature, not with the wind factored in. And then Wednesday looks like we'll be stuck in the teens, single digits in northern New England with the wind chill, sub-zero. This is at the warmest time of the day on Wednesday. So this is the coldest blast of air that's coming in, and it will last through the middle part of the week before temperatures moderate just a little bit by the end of the week. So lots to track here. Our app's a great tool to do it. Free on the App Store and Google Play. We got the videos at the top for context, the hourly 14-day forecast, send to us tab for some pictures at the bottom, and our interactive radar as well. We'll keep you posted on everything, social media, online, onedegreeoutside.com.